Welcome to The Explainer. This is where we break down big ideas into simple, clear slides. Today, we're going to look at a word you probably think you know inside and out, jelly. But it turns out this simple word is hiding some pretty fascinating complexity.
Okay, so let's just dive right in with what seems like a super simple question. If I ask you to picture jelly, what comes to mind? Well, your answer actually reveals a story that spans continents and even gets into the very fundamentals of language itself.
And right away, we hit a snag because the answer totally depends on where you are. In the United States, jelly is a fruit spread. But if you head over to the United Kingdom, it's something completely different. You know, that wobbly, gelatin-based dessert?
So in the US, this sentence makes perfect sense. You'd spread it on bread for breakfast, right? You might even use words like jam or preserves for something similar. It's the J in a classic PB&J sandwich.
But see, in the UK, this is the context you'd expect. Here, jelly is that colorful dessert you'd eat with a spoon at a party. It's pretty similar to what Americans would call by the brand name Jell-O. Yeah, putting this on toast would be pretty strange.
And just to make it even more interesting, there's actually a third, more scientific definition that kind of unites them both. Jelly can refer to any substance with that distinct, soft, semi-solid texture. It's basically a catch-all term for anything that jiggles. Now, this isn't just a fun fact about food. That third, unifying definition, well, that's a clue to why we're really focusing on this word. You see, jelly belongs to a very exclusive and very important club in the English language.
And this number right here, this is the key to the whole story, 850. This number is what elevates jelly from just a simple food item to a fundamental building block of communication. So what could it possibly mean?
So what in the world does the number 850 have to do with jelly? Well, that brings us to the core of our explainer today, a really cool concept called basic English. The BE 850 is a list of 850 essential English words. They were carefully selected way back in the 1930s to create a simple, functional vocabulary for international communication. The goal was to give learners a powerful tool to express almost any idea. And, believe it or not, jelly made the cut.
Okay, so this is the crucial part. We have to understand why. Why would a word with so many different meanings be chosen for a list that's supposed to be basic and clear?
It seems completely backward, doesn't it? You'd think a basic language would want words with only one single, clear meaning. But what's so interesting here is that the flexibility of jelly is actually its greatest strength.
I mean, think about it from a language learner's perspective. With this one single word, you can now communicate several related ideas about food and physical properties. It's incredibly efficient. It's like a shortcut to describing a bunch of different concepts.
And this is really the key. It lets people with a limited vocabulary describe a fruit preserve, a wobbly dessert, or even the texture of something they just can't find another word for. Its ambiguity actually becomes a feature, not a bug.
Now, let's look at the other simple words that jelly is connected to. It doesn't just exist on its own. It's part of a whole network that helps build meaning.
Just think about the other basic words it connects to. Jelly fits perfectly into this little web of concepts. Words like sugar, liquid, and solid describe its fundamental properties, while words like jam and can place it right in the world of food.
So, the big takeaway here is this. The simplicity of jelly is exactly what makes it so useful. It teaches us that in language, the most essential words aren't always the most specific. They're the ones that give us the most flexibility to describe the world around us. And that really makes you think, doesn't it? If a word as common as jelly is hiding this much depth, you have to wonder, what other everyday words in our vocabulary are carrying that same surprising weight?